Hello, I'm Barbara Bailey, your state representative from the 10th Legislative District. Thank you for joining me today. We are now in the week 4 of the legislative session, and the two most important issues continue to be our economy and state budget. On this House floor last week, representatives voted on a bill that attempted to address our $600 million budget shortfall. This gap is for the 2-year cycle that runs through June 30th. I ended up voting against this legislation for 3 reasons. First, it does not make significant enough reductions to state spending. Our state will be funding programs today it knows it cannot afford in the future. Secondly, the legislation makes deep and retroactive cuts to education. This is not fair to our students, our teachers, and our schools. Finally, it did not make any kind of real government reform, and it didn't provide a framework for our next 2-year budget. Now, what I have just said might come across as criticism, so let me also offer you some contrast. I voted on an alternative approach that would have preserved more education funding. It would have eliminated state programs that fall below this paramount duty, as outlined in our state constitution. This plan will have also set priorities, which is something state government desperately needs. We must build a framework for our next 2-year budget. This starts by eliminating programs that we know our state cannot afford. The Everett Herald editorial board advocated for this solution in a piece entitled "GOP Proposes a Smarter Fix." I encourage you to go and read it. We can and must do better, and I am hoping the bipartisan spirit of the special session in December would carry forward to the next budget negotiations. This is what the public expects and deserves. We must put our budget on a path to sustainability and transparency. Speaking of transparency, I also voted for 2 solutions just this last week that would have required all state budgets to sit for 48 hours or 72 hours before they were voted on. It is not fair to the state lawmakers or the public when major pieces of legislation are rushed through the process. Everyone should be allowed more time to review them. Only good things can come from more transparency in state government. Unfortunately, the 2 amendments I supported were rejected by the majority party. Again, we can and we must do better. This is what the public expects and deserves. It's been nice visiting with you today. In my next update, I will talk about some of the bills I'm sponsoring and ideas to strengthen our economy. Please contact me to share your thoughts and ideas, and if you have any questions. I also would like to offer you to receive my email updates. My information will be provided below. In closing, I'd like to say I'm honored to be your state representative. I'm Barbara Bailey, and go out and make it a great day.